Yep.
My name is Mike Editing. I'm going to be talking to you about the display on the new planters today. This is what the main page of the planter is going to look like. Here's my target population at 36,000. This will read whenever I start planting whatever I'm planting, so that should be 36,000 also. This is a bar graph that shows you how your rows are doing. You have a halfway disconnect icon right here. Whenever I shut that on and off, it'll go gray. So then when I turn it back on, it's going to be green. Same way with the other side. So I can tell if my half-foot disconnect is engaged or disengaged. Right here is the main page. F is the main page. It gives me all my options. When I go to G, this is my planter setup. You can see that I'm a single row planter. If I hit that, I can make a split row or twin row. I'm a single row planter, which basically means I have a 30-inch row planter. Right here it tells me my rows. If I hit that, I can change that to different rows. Right down here, I can change my width. I'm 30 inches, so I'm going to leave that. And then it automatically configures my inches for me. This I can take on and off for my clutch disconnect warning. I always want that engaged, so if I forget to turn on my halfway disconnect, it will warn me. Right here is transport mode. If I hit that, what that will do is it will eliminate any warnings while I'm going down the road. So it won't say that I'm not planning or anything while I'm going down the road. When I go to sensors here, I can check all my sensors. There's my seed sensors that says I'm 16 rows and they're all on. When I hit this, I can check all my sensors. You got vacuum, fertilizer, height, speed sensor, and so forth. My vacuum, it says I have 2 vacuum sensors, which is correct. I can zero my vacuum sensors. One thing you want to do when you zero these vacuum sensors is have the machine off and just be just like we're right here. So if I want to zero that, all I got to do is push that, select 0, and now I zeroed them. If you accidentally do that while the planter's running, you could screw up the settings. So you just want to do that when it's off. I don't have any fertilizer, but it would show up right there. Height sensor. This shows that I have a variable rate drive, so I have a height sensor. I can make the height up or down. Tractor speed. I have it set on auto, so I have my radar source on auto, so it'll pick up wheel speed or my radar. Then I have my drive setup. Drive setup is basically, I have variable rate drive, so you can change that if you have ground driven or variable rate drive. Vacuum, you can have mechanical or vacuum. Row unit, max submerge, or pro series. And then I want my quick start enabled. When I come down here to seed, I can go to the crop, and I'm going to have to change this from corn to soybeans. I'm set on corn now, so I can change that to soybeans or corn. And whenever I want to set up my rates, I just hit show rates, okay? I have 36,000 in there. Say I want to put in 34.5. I can hit change rates, rate 2, turn it on, and then hit target rate, 34.5, accept. It automatically sets my highs and lows, so I can hit enter. So now I got 2 rates in there. Hit enter. Also, whenever I change my seed type, I need to change my disc. There you can see I got all sorts of settings there, whatever disc I have in there, and it'll give you the part number there. The next option is basically a totals. It'll give you your acre totals and your how many acres per hour you've done and everything like that. You can also do the calculator that tells you how many bags of seed you have, but basically your seed guy's already done that for you. Diagnostics. Diagnostics is a nice part of this display. If you hit test and hit the seed drop test, you can actually see that all the seed tubes are entered. Seed drop test, I can actually count how many seeds are going through it. I put a known amount of seeds in the row, and it'll actually drop the amount of seeds that I put in there and show me that. Rotate meters. This is the page I use quite a bit because I can see that my RPMs, what my RPMs want and what they actually are and how much of the valve is open. Also, I can see if I'm moving and see if my wheel speed sensor is inactive or active and see if my planter says it's up. So if I have a problem, I can go to this page right here and see maybe why my problem is there, because if the planter's down, it will tell me that I'm up. Well, that's why it's not planting, and so on and so forth. There's where I can rotate the meters, and it's going to say that I haven't got it running. So you can rotate the meters there. Also, when you come back to the main page, Right here is another place where you can rotate the meters. You want to do this every time you run out of seed or every time you start a field. Just hit that, and that will rotate the meters. Also, say you're planting around the field and you back into a corner and you want the planter to start out right away whenever you back into the corner. You can hit the quick start reset, and basically you have 5 seconds to take off, and that will make no gap at the end of the field. Right here is your pounds. This is on the new planters, 2010 or newer. If you want to change your seed down pressure on the rows, you can adjust it right here. You just move up and down instead of having your knob and everything outside the cab like you had before. Say I want 215 pounds on the row units, hit enter, and then it's automatically going to adjust my down pressure on my airbags for me. That is a basic setup of the display. If you have any questions, contact your salesman or check your operator's manual. My name is Mike, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.